you see a pawn shop, give a shout. I want to get a gift for Aurelia.
First, we must learn everything we can about Captain Jimala and how to make a good impression. Talk to people who have dealt with her before, such as Tolwyn, Claus the Ghost, and Rujawan. I'll catch up with you so we can plan our next move. Appearances, Biko, appearances. Jimala travels the world and has refined tastes. One cannot simply walk up to her and offer their wares like a wandering merchant. No, we must make a good first impression. And to do that, I need you to serve as my envoy. Of course, outsiders respond better to people they see as important. We're partners, equals in this endeavor. Serving as my envoy is for appearances only. It makes us both look good and improves our chances to secure a deal with the captain. You have worked with the legendary Khajiit Sea Captain? Biko, the sun truly shines on me today. Even so, I do not want a deal that's purely dependent on her goodwill toward you. We need to prove that I am a worthy trade partner. Appearances, Biko, appearances. Jimala travels the world and has refined tastes. One cannot simply walk up to her and offer their wares like a wandering merchant. No, we must make a good first impression. And to do that, I need you to serve as my envoy. Of course, outsiders respond better to people they see as important. We're partners, equals in this endeavor. Serving as my envoy is for appearances only. It makes us both look good and improves our chances to secure a deal with the captain. You have worked with the legendary Khajiit Sea Captain? Biko, the sun truly shines on me today. Even so, I do not want a deal that's purely dependent on her goodwill toward you. We need to prove that I am a worthy trade partner.
It seems that Cyrodiilic Collections just found something worthwhile. Their Khajiit lockpick just brought around the drinks at the tavern.
You've stolen from another's nest. Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Ojel? What is this really about, outsider? Are you trying to intrude upon my business? I assure you, Captain Jimala knows a rogue and a cheat when she sees one. That's why we have such an ironclad agreement. Ah, Neshdika must have employed you as an envoy. Very clever. Know that Captain Jimala is a shrewd negotiator, but a fair partner. Speak true and bargain in good faith. That will earn you the respect of the Master of the Prowler. Yes, the Prowler. Captain Jimala's ship. She can't very well be a sea captain and prominent trader without a good vessel. You need to know these things if you hope to impress the captain.
Welcome to the Lilmoth Counting House.
Thank you for trusting.
I asked you to. Another bounty paid in quick fashion. for that. Mark my word.
Welcome to Lilmoth, friend. Is that a shrewd and discerning gaze I detect? I know a fellow entrepreneur when I meet one. I'm a financier, you see, and I have an exciting business proposition, if you're interested, of course. The Khajiit Sea Captain, huh? Everyone wants to work with Jimala. I met her a few months ago. I needed a reliable ship to carry Alikiri trade goods. No small thing, what with the war and all. Jimala made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Impress her? No, that wasn't how I got close to the sea captain. No, I showed her courtesy and respect. I deferred to her expertise and let her suggest the best way we could work together. That's how I caught Jimala's eye.
You don't look like you require protection, Sharptooth. You need something, or is this a social call? And if I killed someone you knew, remember that I'm a mercenary. It wasn't personal. It was just business. Neshdika, the instrument crafter. Interesting. Sure, I know the captain. She hires me to escort her around the marsh sometimes. Matter of fact, I provided protection when she was last in port. I heard she's often enough to put a few meals on the table. The captain can handle herself, but she recognizes the value of local talent. Hiring a sellsword like me provides her with someone who speaks the language and knows the native customs. I did my job and made sure to follow the captain's commands to the letter. Captain Jimala appreciates a no-nonsense approach to my kind of work. I handle the rough stuff, but I never instigate trouble. I solve problems, I don't cause them. No surprise there. I'm what the locals call a Lucial Argonian, an out-of-towner. Basically, Argonians who leave the swamp and live among the dry-skins, as well as those born in other regions. You get a few suspicious looks from the locals, the Naga in particular. But for the most part, we're more or less left alone. Honestly.
Let's pay your bounty.
New
and finish
partner,
this.
come,
Bounty
speak with me.
collected. Drinks are on me.
Show Captain Jimala strength. No surprise there. You get a few suspicious looks from the locals, the Naga in particular. But for the most part, we're more or less left alone. Honestly, it'd be hard-pressed to find an Argonian in Murkmire who really resents much of anything. Yeah, except for the pity everyone shows me. The locals can't imagine life away from the Hist. I'd be lying if I said there was nothing to it. Out in Alikir, I rarely even thought about the Hist. Now that I'm here, I actually miss it. It's weird.
New part? Ah, my friend and partner. Were you able to find out about Captain Jimala's likes and dislikes? Anything that will improve our chances to make a deal would be helpful. Well then, we should have little trouble. I am all those things and more when it comes to business. We just need to complete a Vosa Sattel so we can present it to the good captain. You can gather the frogs while I put the finishing touches on the instrument. We'll need mossfoot croakers, ruby hoppers, indigo tree frogs, and sun-blessed toads. Here, I wrote everything down so you won't have to remember all the details. What a strange question. We need the frogs for the Vosa Saddle. How else would the instrument produce its sweet-sounding melodies? The note explains how to catch each frog. Once you have them all, return to my shop, and I'll be in my shop, preparing the Vosa. We gain our lives. By its judgment, we end strife. Tribe and Hist, sky and sun, all connected, all are one. What is it?
Let's go do something exciting.
Isabelle Valois, at your service. Do you think there's a sweet shop around here? Let's take a look.
It seems that Cyrodiilic Collections just found something worthwhile. Their Khajiit lockpicker just bought a round of drinks at the tavern.
I heard. They finally found their way.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles. How deep within the swamp?
Hear the hiss speak its words to me. Below the roots forever spring, collecting souls of our dead. Speak, hear the hiss speak, hear the hiss speak its words to me. From its sound
still standing. Be proud of that. I'm going to keep a tight hold of my coin purse until we're well clear of this place. I bet I can bang the dents from my armor while we're in town.
Ah, is that the aroma of toad musk I smell? How delightful! I hope you were gentle with the little croakers. They need to be calm, and so they are! How good of you to join us, little croakers! Let's go inside, Vigo. Our happy chorus must be fitted into... Welcome to your new home, my little friends. Now, let's listen to how it sounds. Pure perfection! Take this masterpiece to Captain Jimala with my compliments. That should secure us a deal. Our little friends are happy, I am happy, and Captain Jimala will be happy very soon. Oh, sun-filled day! Remember, when the captain asks you who created this masterpiece, shout my name with great... Of course! I always keep an ear hole open for important information such as that. Last I heard, Captain Jimala was drinking at the tavern.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Hearing its words within the breeze. Speak, hear the hill, speak, hear the hill, speak its words to me.
I'm surprised to see you in this part of the world, old friend. Not that I'm complaining. It's always good to see you. But what are you doing in this land of mud and bugs? Intriguing. Deals keep bringing me back to this swamp after all. So many captains consider Lilmoth to be beneath their notice, but their loss is my gain. Very well, Vosa, what now? Tell me more, Envoy. What is this contraption and why should I care? Oh, the sound of home. Yes, I can see the profit in that. I target tavern owners with Argonian clientele. But what sort of instrument is this? I think what you said will make more sense after another couple of drinks. Still, it's exotic, I'll give it that. And I love a good chat.
Hear the hiss speak, hear the hiss speak its words to me.
Tell me, friend partner, was Captain Jimala impressed? Will she sell my Vosas? The sun shines on my scales. 5 Vosa subtles. I am going to need so many frogs. No worries, Miko. I will gather the little croakers myself. The next few days.
Excellent repairs. Good technique.
What kind of trouble we getting into?
me well.
sure there aren't any traps.
What new tale will we tell? Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
By the hist... Pardon me, traveler, but have you a moment? I was recently attacked by a flock of hackwings and lost a possession of grave importance as I fled. If you would but help me retrieve it, I would reward you. A plain wooden box the length of my forearm. Last I saw, it was nestled in the beak of one of the hackwings that attacked me. I believe it may have brought the box back to its nest, just northwest of this dock. I'd not ask this of you if it wasn't a matter of grave importance. The box contains a memento from my village that I simply cannot lose. Will you help? You have calmed this elder's heart. I shall await his return, of course, and take caution. Hackwings are dangerous creatures. As I said, it contains a memento from my village. I haven't been able to return, you see. It's my only remaining connection. Because there's nothing to return to, I'm afraid. Imperial raiders attacked my tribe. They slaughtered many and burned down our hist tree. I've been a wanderer ever since. It was a long time ago, traveler. Still, that memento is all that I have left. I'd be most grateful if you could help me retrieve it.
You will find no bright...
I see you have returned empty-handed. Were you unable to find the box? This pendant belongs to the Root House people. It seems their hunting party arrived before you could. Perhaps they took the box with them. Their campsite is just a ways north of here. Be cautious. Though the Root House people may not be hostile, their greed runs deeper than the Hist's roots. While my box holds nothing of value, they'll likely use your interest to their advantage. Oh, yes, of course. It's a large branch, burnt and withered. It belonged to my... When your task is complete, meet me in the Brightthroat village. It pains me to ask so much from you, but please know that the branch you seek holds great importance. Yes, I always have. When my village's history was burned, I was able to pry a tribe's connection to its Hist is sacred. One cannot exist without the other. So I felt as long as I had this branch. In the past, I couldn't bear to call anywhere home. And so I only wandered. But now I have finally found...
Come on! Why are you just standing there?
Ah, Sun's blessings, Biko. You come to discuss friend Famia's missing explorers, yes? Only the scent of conspiracy. But for now, the scent is enough. The Dragonstar Caravan Company, a dishonest flock of thugs and traitors, funnels information to someone outside Lilmoth. Notes on Cyrodiilic Collection's business dealings, I think. Not yet, but that is soon to change. The orc Lozwug, who watches my Eggkin play Tiba Inu, he serves the Dragonstar Caravan Company, a courier, I think. He carries a letter filled with his trade goods. I do not need to convince you. That is good, if a little disconcerting. Lozwug shows loud, obnoxious interest in our game Tiba Inu. Ask him to explain.
Are you gonna play or what? What's the holdup? Tiba Inu? Tah, more like Tiba, stupid. This game's a joke. No tusk jabs, no eye gouges, just a bunch of rolling around and tail swinging. I have got no tusking idea, neither do these lizards. When I got here, they were all just lying there. Then all of a sudden, half of them stood up and started slapping their tails, croaking like mad and kicking balls around. I don't know, half a dozen maybe? They were bouncing them off that rock, and then the other team started hooting and slapping their chests like monkeys. They rushed the hill, formed a circle around a rock, and started standing on their heads. They started singing. Then one of them shouted, "Enu!" and everyone flopped over like they were dead. They laid there for 15 minutes, then the game was over, I guess. Tusking nonsense. If that's a sport, I'm a hearthwife's dustpan.
Very well done. You must be half-river boa, Biko. Lozwug looked hypnotized. No, I give you too much credit. He has a brain like a bone trout. But my tongue wanders. Let me read this. Oh, this is... Yes, this may rattle the cattails. It is not just notes on business dealings. It is a description of friend Famia. Where she walks, who she speaks with, what she eats, and so on. I had no idea she ate so many snails. On Famia and her explorer kin also, I think. We cannot be sure, though. Simple Lozwug carried only this letter. I know the Dragonstar Depot in Lilmoth. I leased them the land. They were very pleased, until it sunk. Now they slop around in there like angry mudmoles. No one is welcome, least of all me. I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over fond of uninvited guests. If they see... I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over fond of uninvited... It is like I said before, I wish to keep friend Famia safe. Ha! So you know about the Remnant too. Some rumors are like willow vipers, Biko. Well hidden and best left alone. A conversation for another. In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation is like a sturdy raft. A bad reputation is like a stone tied to your tail. Saxhleel do not drown, but it is very difficult to see at the bottom of a lake. I am sorry. Yes, as the depot is sinking, the fence up against the swamp is in poor repair. There is a spot near the back of the camp where you can get in, but not out. This may be better than going in the front, yes? It started with Domitia Nausicaa. She oversees the Dragonstar Caravan Company's affairs here in Murkmire. We made a bargain. A land. Yes, she and her tradekin arrived during the dry season. She told me that they wished to build a trade depot on the Fen Island south of Lilmoth. I agreed to lease the land in exchange for the... I paper the walls of my home with evidence of dryskin treachery. That is a joke. Documents hold power in the Ojel world, especially old documents. Taken alone, they are mostly worthless, but combined... Ojel, people who do not speak the root's tongue. A kinder word for outsider. Well, not so kind in some circles. The Deadwater tribe uses this word like a knife. For Domitia? Yes. The island flooded, as it always does during the wet knee season. She grew furious, called me a swindler. Now they throw rocks at me any time I stray near the depot. Luckily, I am very swift, and they are very stupid. In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation.
Prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
What business have you with the Root House people? Perhaps. It wouldn't be any business of yours if we did, would it? Unless... you seem to be a warrior of some worth. We may be able to come into an arrangement. We ran into some blackguards on the way here. No casualties, but they did manage to nab my pack. Quite the embarrassment, truth be told. Infiltrate them. The blackguard caravan is just north of here. Shouldn't be any issues. Just keep to the edges and stay alert. It belongs to my Uzith Biko, my bonding ritual partner. He is a fine specimen, so I had to make sure to steal something of great worth. The hunting bow you seek has been passed down through his tribe for... Of course. How else would I prove myself a worthy companion? That's why this theft stings so greatly. For the blackguards to...
You are well-traveled, yes? Let us exchange pleasantries and word from the road.
Captain Jamila is now exporting for society.
She's a practical trader. Perhaps there's worth to the instrument after all.
Just as I suspected. We simply must get one for the tavern.
Gain our life by its judgment.
Demonseer, think about this. Frogs? What do you even feed them?
Just imagine the scroll. Hear the true music of the swamp.
Your steps show determination, and your eyes curiosity. Tell me what... Ah, yes. I carved this many seasons ago. I hoped it would convince my beloved Kudnakal to join me for our tribe's next bonding ritual, but... The Hist, in all its endless gifts, allows us to change many aspects of ourselves. Our gender is but one. I highly recommend such a change, should you ever get the chance. If we had spoken a week ago, it would have been so. But as fate would have it, Kudnakal has recently undergone a change herself. Thank you for bringing me this letter and totem. They should make fine gifts for my beloved. I will present these gifts to Kudnakal when the next bonding ritual is announced. I simply must tweak my poem, perhaps refine my carving, and all shall be... The ceremony bonds those who have chosen to lay an egg together. Many dryskins compare it to a wedding. This is not entirely accurate, of course. While there is always respect between the bonded pair,
All right. I'll get the negotiations started.
A belly of regret. These feelings of despair that I cannot. Shurate, why do you lag?
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that. Together have taught me so much.
So, you've returned. Have you the hunting bow? Very well. You have earned your prize. Though the box was damaged by the Hackwings, the branch within remains Yes, it's most strange. Who would care so deeply for an old, burnt branch?
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Ruhiva, welcome. Don't think I see
Dare I hope your search was finally successful? Oh, thank the Hist. I thought it lost forever. I have a final favor to ask you, Traveler. Would you be so kind as to bury the branch right at the base of the Hist roots before us? I've carried this branch for many years. It was the only piece of my old home that I had left. No family, no friends. Just a reminder of what once was. But now I have a new village, a new home. By your hands, my traveling has come to an end. Thank you. A foolish thought, perhaps, but I feel as though a piece of... I suppose you're right. I was as much a part of my tribe as any branch of our hist. Here, your reward. Thanks to your actions, I feel as though I can finally find peace. And after so many... Now is the time to work towards the prosperity of my village. I've already offered my services as a healer, of course. I have quite a bit of experience in the field, given my various travels. I mourn the loss of my village greatly. Every waking moment I thought of that night. The screams, the blood, the ash. So I chose to leave Murkmire. Many places, though I spent most of my years in the friendly cities of elsewhere. It was there that the name Hands That Heal was gifted to me, due to my magical skill. And then, after many long years, I made the choice. I simply realized how greatly I missed my homeland. The thought of dying on foreign soil, away from the roots of the Hist, was too sad to bear. And so...
Prepare your blade to keep the Daedra away. Little rhyme I told myself as a squire.
There's really...
Another find for your pack. What do you think about all of this? Incredible.
This used to be a place that only the tribes knew. I suppose those days are gone. I hope they return. This is not a well-trod path. This quiet muck should stay undisturbed, save for the tenders. When the refuge sees visitors, calamity is not far behind. A secret place. A safe place. What you can see is only the surface. Below the cloudy waters, far, far below, is a place where all our tribes take shelter when Sithis seeks to reshape Murkmire. Invasion, disaster, nothing follows us into the mud. For now. Every season, the tribes send tenders to keep the refuge prepared for when the great changes come. No one ventures here without a need. When the trouble follows, the refuge will be ready.
good quality there. No pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Be mindful of your head. This is a fruitful place to gather termite larvae, if you are wary of the occasional falling plank. Once, I think, Sithis tired of it and returned it to the trees. The Changer is boundless in its creativity, yes. I do not, but I saw Omlai guiding a Malil to the ridge above. Imperials seem to have interest in such things. You'll have to go through the sunken bulwark east of here to get up there. Do not pay too steep.
To stand against us.
You are not one of her thralls. No, you do not smell like them. Quickly, you must help me. I only barely escaped her clutches, but my root sisters and brothers were not so lucky. Every moment we delay will be measured in innocent blood. Shulzaltse devours the sun, High Priestess of the Teeth. She has many names, all of them spoken softly. She has returned from dusk to reclaim her temple, and we are the offering she makes for Sithis' favor. Yes, what blood she does not drink is spilled on the altars of the temple. For what purpose, I do not know. But many have died for the sake of her terrible rituals. Shulzaltse must be stopped. The priestess holds them in the teeth of Sithis. Use the tunnel beneath the waterfall to reach the Zanmirs on the ridge above. We will regroup at the top of the western Zanmir once you've found the others. I only know that we were kept in the chambers beneath the twin Zanmirs. If anyone is still alive, that's where they will be found. Be cautious. They will be guarded by those Shulzaltse has enthralled. They overwhelmed us with ease. We were custodians of the teeth of Sithis. Though it does not serve the same purpose it was built for, it is no less sacred. When the pitiful souls under the High Priestess's sway came to defile it, we resisted them, but her power was too much. Her way is the old way, from before the fall. We were less mindful of the cycle of change and gave only to the void. When the Hist revealed the true path to us, she chose to break the branch of her bond rather than turn back. Or so the story goes. It is. The tale of Shulzaltse's betrayal and fall is a reminder not to stray from the guiding boughs of the Hist. I thought the lesson was embellished for effect, but it seems the only exaggeration was her demise. The story said she was cast down and entombed far from the roots of the Hist, never to return. But every spine on my body tells me the twisted creature that bathes in a wonder from before dusk, built high to cast Sithis' long shadow over the land. A reminder that Sithis is always looming, waiting to return us to nothingness. The old ways were flawed. Many saw Sithis as destroyer, but not as creator. The old ways sought to appease Sithis, so it might spare us from destruction. In our ignorance, we struggled against its will like the muck we built upon until we neared collapse. It would have swallowed us if the Hist hadn't shared their wisdom. That Sithis is not only destruction, Sithis is change. Sithis tears down the old so that the new can grow. So we learn to flow with the river instead of struggle to alter its course. These are better times, but Shulzaltse cannot see that.